Today I will be talking about does the height of the cage influence lordosis in MIS fusion surgeries, COI. The purpose of this study is to investigate the relationship between cage height, position, and local lordosis angle, and acquired lordosis angle in case of single-level lumbar fusion using OLIF and PPS. 55 cases of L4-5 single-level fusion using OLIF and PPS were included in this study. Exclusions were those with history of decompletion, vertebral fracture, degenerative scoliosis, and end plate damage during surgery. As a result, end plate damage during surgery was no observed. In all cases, 6 degrees cages were used. The relationship between cage height and local lordosis and between cage position and local lordosis were evaluated. Local lordosis at L4-5 measured pre-operative and post-operative X-rays and calculated acquired lordosis angles. In addition, cases were divided into two groups due to the position of the center of cage, the front and back categories. Results. These are the relationship between cage height and local lordosis. There are no relationship between cage height and post-operative local lordosis angle, and no relationship between cage height and acquired lordosis angle. So the cage height didn't affect the local lordosis. This is a relationship between cage position and local lordosis. As you can see, inserting the cage, the 15 degrees local lordosis angle and 4 or 5 degrees lordosis can be achieved, but there is no relationship between cage position and local lordosis. Discussion. In this study, the height of the cage did not affect the local lordosis. As I said, inserting the cage, about 4 or 5 local lordosis can be achieved. But even though the cage height is increased, the intervertebral space expands parallel, so we can't get a large local lordosis. And in this study, the position of the cage did not affect the local lordosis. And some papers say placing the cage anteriorly results in the greater local lordosis. But in this study, in the one-level fusion, one of the purpose of the surgery is indirect decompression. So we place a cage around the center of the vertebra. So this had led to the result of this study. So in my opinion, to achieve a large local lordosis, it is necessary to add anterior crown release or to shorten the posterior using a T-leaf or PRIF technique, or increase the number of screws. Conclusions. No significant relationship was found between cage height, position, and local lordosis angle in single-level fixation using OLIF and PPS. The height of the cage in OLIF must be selected appropriately so as not to damage the end plate. To achieve a large local lordosis, it is necessary to use methods such as ACR, posterior shortening, or increasing the number of anchors. Thank you.